Jay Glazer here, making his way from Rams camp to Cowboys camp. What do you think you're going to see when you get to Cowboys camp, Jay? What's there?
It's a good question. I don't know. I got no idea. That's why I'm going up. You know what's so funny too, Rich? Every time I go to one of these camps, like a coach or GM will come to me, and I say the same thing every year. They'll come to me and they'll go, after that first practice, they'll go, so what do you think of our team? What'd you see out here today? And I say the same thing every year. I'll go, be honest with you, guy. I think you guys are going to suck this year. And they'll go, what? I go, I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. I've been here for 2 hours.
Right.
What are you asking me for? But it's like, at least I know I don't know. I don't know what they're working on. And, you see all these things like, oh, this quarterback and this, there's 5 passes dropped or this. This is the time you're supposed to screw up. It's in training camp when you're working on stuff. I don't know what they're working on, but at least I know I don't know.
Right. So I guess then let me hone that question in. The Cowboys need to improve where the most, do you think, Jay? Obviously, you get Dak back in year 3, Zeke for the full 16 with nothing hanging over him. The question for the Cowboys in terms of making the playoffs or not, what do you think there?
Defensively, I think we all know that. I mean, defensively, you obviously need that pass rush to just be to be a real nuisance in that division. And there's problems with a lot of guys on that in front of that line right now. So they've got to figure that out. They got to figure out a way to generate an awful lot of pressure on the quarterback. And I think that'll dictate what happens with their team.
And then, obviously the way that the NFC East could be the best team in the whole league. We've got the defending Super Bowl champs there. You're on the way to the Cowboys. The Giants, you have to assume they're going to be several games better than last year.
Yeah.
And John Mara saying that they're ready to talk contract with Odell. The question is he going to take the approach of Le'Veon Bell and Aaron Donald, or is he going to take an approach like, let's say, similar to one for his position that Todd Gurley just did? What do you think?
Well, obviously he hasn't taken a position of Donald and Bell because he's there. I think that Odell's in a different position because he's such a superstar. You got to weigh against skill versus circus, and there's always a circus around him. But damn, he has so much skill. And there's not a mean bone in his body. It's not like he's one of these guys who just me, and, forget my teammates and I don't work hard and selfish. It's not like that. He works his butt off. Teammates love him. He's a lovable dude to be around. But it will be interesting because, he's, some of these guys also will look at themselves in contract and go, hey, I'm not just a player. I'm a brand. And, the team doesn't care if you're a brand or not. They just care what happens on the field. What happened this offseason, with him potentially getting traded. It was Pat Shurmur who was like, I do not want to get rid of him.
No.
I don't want – and, if you're going to trade him, this was the time to do it. When, they were in an impasse, just the way his contract was, this was the time to do it. And Pat, from day one, did not want to do it. Pat's a real – he's a great coach in the way that he is always above drama. He's kind of Switzerland with everything. And he was the Eagles with Chip Kelly when all that went down. He was the Vikings when North Turner left. He's been through it a lot. Obviously the Browns, but he's always remained above board with everything. And I think it's really impressive, and that's the way he connects with people. And for him that Odell situation was really, really murky for a while. And I don't know how many coaches will be able to smooth it out the way this has been smoothed out.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.